Yeah, it's your motherfucking boy David J, live in the A with my homies here, the Let 'em Cook podcast. Let's fucking go, man.
Yes, sir.
It's your Mouse Bird the Cash, man.
It's your boy Black Migo, man. Zone 6. This is episode 12, baby.
Episode 12, man. Let 'em cook. We killed that motherfucker.
Every fucking time.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They know exactly what time it is.
Welcome to episode 12
Of the Let 'em Cook podcast, man. Who you with?
Hey, man. It's your boy Mouse Bird the Cash, man.
Mhm.
Hey, listen, man. If you don't got the recipe, don't step to me.
We
man.
missed that last week.
We did miss
We
that
missed that last
man.
week. We missed that last
We really did.
But
bro.
I'm your boy Black Migo, man. Zone 6. Y'all already know where the fuck I'm from,
The
man.
real one.
The real one.
Uh-huh.
And what I got to tell them, when you got the recipe,
What's up?
it's always something to cook.
On my mama.
Every time.
On my mama. We
Every
got
time.
a special guest in the building today,
Special.
man. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let the world know who he is.
What's happening, everybody? My name's David J.
Uh-huh.
From fucking South Florida. Living
Alright.
in A now, though. Been here
That
about
right.
3 years. Love it here in Atlanta. Rocking with these two crazy motherfuckers.
That right, that right.
Baby. We here.
He only came for the
Yeah.
strippers and the wings. Don't let them fool you.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, you already
Yeah.
know. You already know.
Atlanta
Thank you,
tradition. Hey,
Blue
man.
Flame, Magic City, Onyx, let's
Some
go.
of that
Hey,
weed,
you know,
Yeah.
speaking of tradition, you know, we just
Mhm.
we got to have you tag this epic ass
Let's get it.
ball, man.
Let's go.
You know, the
The black ones.
Oh, the black.
Yeah.
Silver on the black, black on
white.
gray.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Silver on black, black on gray with it, man.
Let's hit it.
You're on episode 12, if that matters.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's so cool. Let's do that Ep.12.
That right?
Well,
Yeah. And we know it's you.
Iconic shit.
JPG on that thing. too.
Yeah, that right?
Jetpack
Yeah.
gang in this
Jetpack
motherfucker.
Fuck you
gang.
talking about
Yeah,
jetpack
yeah.
gang?
Straight up, man.
Building,
I was
man.
gonna ask that. What does
See the
JPG stand for? And where did it come
Jetpack
from?
gang
Jetpack
right here,
gang.
man. Created by my main artist, White Gold. So
Shout
yeah,
out
he
White
created.
Gold.
Shout out to White
This dude
Gold, man.
crazy ass,
We
yeah.
got his ass next.
Yeah, white gold.
And he should be here today, but you know.
Hey, don't worry.
Hey, I can't
But we got the talent evaluator. Yeah.
You know, I can't even say shit. You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm in last episode. You know,
Get his ass, y'all.
but you know, the show must go on.
Hey, man, you
But
gotta
hey,
rock
matter
it.
of fact, that nigga, you held that shit down. Though.
Hey, it was a money move. I know you had to go on the money move and do your thing or whatever, but money move the company, right?
I had to do my thing, man. Hey, let y'all know, man. Y'all need to call in, bro.
Mhm.
We love when we hear the callers tap in with us. Oh my
Oh,
God,
They work.
that's so crazy. Oh, never mind.
Man,
I
it
thought-
worked. Nah, what?
That's a cheat code.
No.
Hey, boy, I thought we
You
had
know,
one.
you know he do a phone check. So
I
make
need
sure
to
he
get-
pay the bill.
You know, I did last week, so you know,
He don't got brand new.
I know.
Got brand new, boy.
Anyway, man, the number 678-383-4378,
4378.
man.
Yeah.
Come talk to us.
Talk to my
live,
man.
man.
You know, he a hotline king, so you know you call him anytime.
Yeah.
Hotline king. You
But
still-
man, what been going on with you though, big
Shit,
dog?
man.
Hey,
Welcome,
hey,
man. First, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome
I
to the Little Clip
appreciate
Podcast, bro.
Appreciate y'all big
It's
time.
a pleasure, bro, having you in the building, bro. Straight
Man,
up.
Thank you, man. Thank you. No, man, just moving and shaking, man. For those who don't know, which is probably a lot of the audience, I'm an artist manager, tour manager, doing this shit about 7-8 years now. Been affiliated with the game for about 10 or 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my main artist, White Gold, big buzz underground, like been a step away for a hot minute. Done tracks with Young LA, Pastor Troy,
Mm-hmm.
the main Atlanta acts. Nikki Novelty, the Fire Queen, if you know who
Fuck you
that is.
talking about?
Yeah, the song
okay, now.
Stick Out, which is a banger.
Okay, now.
Like a lot of people, Ritz, Caskey, Doobie, Struggle Jennings, a lot of people, you know, in a different lane, but you know, big names doing a lot of work right now.
Got some motion out there.
Oh
for sure.
man, yeah, we're going rocking for a long time. A few nationwide tours. God damn, I think we're about 13 projects now at this point. 13, maybe 14.
Work.
Boy, working.
Working.
So yeah,
Boy,
nonstop,
cooking now.
man. Shit
Boy,
ton of
it's good.
Boy, I've been in the
videos.
kitchen.
I'm
Man.
trying to tell you, boy. Hey,
Yeah.
dirty in hell, no.
Oh, yeah.
Good work.
So, yeah, man. So, kind of like dive in, man. Kind of give us a little backstory, exactly who you are, man. And
Well,
How you even get into this lane when it
Man,
comes
I
to
can knock that story out. So I'm from South. So I'm a Floridian, you know, South Florida. Got to represent 239,
Heard that.
Southwest Florida, Fort Myers, all that.
okay.
So basically, got involved in the game about 13 or so. I met Ritz and Jelly Roll in Jacksonville Beach, and you know, still to this day, homies of mine. Ritz especially. You know, if you don't know who Ritz is, RITTZ. He was signed to Tech Nine. He was the biggest. He had Strange Music, which is the biggest independent music hip hop label in the world. And he was the biggest artist they ever signed. Besides, obviously, Tech, who started it.
Of course.
Jelly Roll now is the biggest damn country music superstar in the fucking world. So big shout out to Jelly too, man.
Shout out Jelly Roll, man.
Shout out Jelly Roll, man.
He's on fire.
Oh, he's super on fire, man.
Yeah,
I've known
he
that man for a long time, man. I'm super happy for him. He deserves every fucking bit of success he has. But yeah, man, he pivoted the way he pivoted from trap rap to country. You know, but that man can always
fast.
I mean, lightning fast, man. It's unbelievable.
But
then that was in Jacksonville. So a couple months later, I actually met 3-6 Mafia down in Miami.
Oh yeah.
My boy DJ Paul to this day is my dog. It's big bro. DJ
Hip-hop
Paul,
legends,
he's a fucking legend,
Really?
man.
Hip-hop
Legend.
legends right now, man.
So him and shout out to Coop, rest in peace. To Coop Sanika, man. Love that man.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that introduced me to Paul. And then I pretty much partied with Paul day and night, and then we traded numbers and been friends ever since. And
That's
then
cool as
Crunchy
hell.
Black and everybody and Gangsta Boo, rest in peace, Gangsta
Rest in
Boo.
peace,
Shout out to
Gangsta
Lil
Boo,
Chat.
man. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo.
Oh man,
That was
that
tough.
hurt. That hurt.
That hurts hip hop.
Oh man, it did. But anyway, so basically I was a homie for like 2-3 years. I'd just be partying. Every time I'm in Florida, man, catch me on the tour buses, catch me in the hotels, doing drugs,
Turned up
drinking,
and shit.
turning the fuck up.
Just
I
being
was
wild,
that
man.
guy. I might have brought things, but who knows? Neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's a great word. But anyway, so I was homie for a couple years, 2-3 years, and then I ran into this dude, Kev. He was a promoter out in Tampa. I don't know if he still is, but a promoter out in St. Pete, Florida. And he kept seeing me everywhere. He's like, man, like, who are you? What do you do? I keep seeing you. I see you with Ritz. I see you with Paul. I see all these people. And he was friends with everybody too. And I was like, bro, I actually don't do shit. I don't do fucking shit. I do nothing. I'm the homie. And he's like, oh, for real? And he was like, that's crazy. He's like, to just be the homie, like everybody usually has a role that you gotta have a role to be around these people for the fact that you're just friends with all these motherfuckers that speaks volumes to you.
Yep.
And he's like, well, look, I fuck with you, man. Any show I throw from here on out, you're more than welcome to. I'm like, cool, appreciate it. Traded numbers, whatever. Didn't think much of that. A couple months later, he hits me up, hey man, I got this little showcase going on. So I was, down in Fort Myers at the time, so 2 hours north drive, nothing. Go up there, and then he gets on my ear, he's saying, look, I'm looking to become an artist manager. I want to get out of this promotion business. I want to do something different.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, okay, that's what's up, man. That's cool. I've been wanting to get into this shit too because everybody keeps telling me, man, you got a mind for this. You know what you're talking about. You should get in this. But I just, finding your way in can be tough.
That's the hardest part.
Hell yeah.
Just trying to get in, but once you in, you in.
Once you're in, yeah.
Only you can fuck it up at that point.
Yeah.
For sure.
Once you get that foot in it, though.
Yeah.
100. And so I think it was like the second act up. It was White Gold. Happened to be White Gold. He's like, man, what do you think of dude? And I'm like, man, he's dope as hell.
Where were y'all when you seen this performance?
St. Pete.
St. Pete,
Florida. Yeah.
And then we rode 2 hours too, right?
Yeah.
Was it what club was it?
Local 772 or 662 or 772, one or the other. One or the other. I think local 662, and it's closed now. It doesn't exist no more. But yeah, it closed like 3 years later. But so anyway, saw him. And he's like, hey, what do you think of dude? I'm like, man, he's fire.
Right.
So let's talk to him. And talk to him after. Yeah, you got management? No, I actually just left my manager. So it's like, fuck it. You want management? Yeah. So then we started rolling from there. And then at that moment, I really didn't have a role at first. I was just more promotion, and I had a lot of connections, obviously. So I actually got him to this day, which is his biggest streaming record, Appeal to with Ritz. I got that for free, and I got DJ Paul to do the intro for free for his Ebola project.
Oh, that's
hard. So that was my contributions in the very beginning. And then we did Doobie, Doobie's blown up really, really big. And we actually did the first video I was a part of was Junkie Love, which that's at 4 million on YouTube, I believe. 4.something million, 4.3.
Good numbers.
Great numbers. Yeah. Doobie, he just dropped an album today too, by the way. Cool. Self-titled Doobie. Go get that.
That right?
Yeah,
all right.
Man, go get
that.
Go
get it.
All streaming platforms.
Shout out to DJ Highlight, man. It's all fam. But so anyways, so then we got so it blew up. Then he had the song with Lil White, which is at 3.something million on YouTube. That was on my way now. And did that video up in Memphis. And then, started getting booked for all these shows and tours and shit.
That's cool as hell.
Well, you know what? I didn't have no kids. I'm not married. So it's like, well, he was, he had a girl, he had kids. We can't go on the road. I'm like, well, there's my lane, tour manager. I can go. I can leave for a month and a half. It don't matter.
Yeah, you talking about?
Let's go. And that was literally officially my first role. And that was late 2016, early 2017 when I actually, I got a role in this motherfucker. So I got out there and then we started hitting tours and shit and, been all over the country. Nationwide multiple times. 2017, basically, they fell out. Not gonna get into specifics of that shit, but it was, business shit. The music game goes.
It should be going left.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but yeah. So it was in 2017 with that. Then I stepped into the role of management.
Alright.
So yeah, so we're gonna get into.
Oh yeah, the
into a
first
record?
yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
So what we
So,
got?
Yeah,
so
like you've been talking about like, oh,
Well,
I got to hear something.
that-
you
that-
feel
of
what
course,
I'm
He's your
saying?
biggest one, so you know.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. I mean,
I don't know what we got queued up first, but
Nowhere but up.
Nowhere But Up. This
Nowhere
is
But
actually
Up?
the last song on the self-titled album White Gold. We dropped that last year. I'm actually on that album too. I would have brought that song. I'm gonna play it for them after. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm gonna
you
play it
know
for them.
what
that-
And that was just one of his biggest songs last year too. But anyways, I love this record. Nowhere But Up on the self-titled album White Gold on all DSPs, man. Check that
That's right,
out.
beat on the 9.6, let him cook.
let them cook.
Let him
They
go,
go.
motherfucker.
Hey, you talking about? Okay. Always on that. Nice.
That boy gonna be cooking.
Hey, White Gold, boy.
Hey.
Yeah, boy.
We hear ya.
Hey,
That's my brother, man. That's my brother, man. I love that motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That shit hard.
I see why when you saw him perform, especially with his cadence and the tone of his
Yep.
voice,
Yep.
he stands out like a motherfucker. Bro.
And he's so much better now, man. Like that was fucking.
That's
6, 7
2017.
Yeah, that was like 6-7 years ago. You know what I mean? Like he's
He
got his
messing
best
this
one
one
up.
up. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
He's
If you listen to the old
messing
shit,
this
it was fire, but it don't touch
It
this
ain't,
new
it
shit.
ain't fucking with this.
Yeah, no, it's not, man. He's so much better now. But that's what you're supposed to do.
Facts.
Yep.
As an artist, you're supposed to get better. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like you just plateau or get worse. You know? You trash,
So
bro.
I heard you say something. You feel what I'm saying?
What you about to say?
About him saying he was on the album and shit.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how you sneak into the rap lane? You dig what I'm
I've
saying?
always rapped, man. I rapped for a long time, you know, since teens and shit. Like I used to go freestyle battles and shit. I used
Oh,
to
yeah,
do all
all
that.
that.
So I did
Okay.
the rap shit. But you know, I've always been able to rap, and it's funny because when I finally jumped on a record with songs called Lit, all my Florida fam was like, "Bro, finally, man. God, damn, like,
About
you took all
time.
your fucking 30s to jump on a fucking record. You would rap me because I would just kill people at every party. Like I was that guy who would just walk in and nobody got rap me at parties. Like
Fuck you
ever.
talking about?
Ever.
So
I can put people on
you're a killer.
I can put people on speakerphone right now, but man, who's the illest motherfucker you ever heard in your life live? They'd be like, David, bro. Like,
The hell
you
you
know.
talking about?
But the thing was I wanted to get involved in it, but honestly, a lifestyle got in the way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Criminal lifestyle for
Yeah.
a bit, and then when I got out of that, I had a lot of addiction problems, alcoholism and shit that I had to battle through and deal with, and veering me the fuck up, which I did. Yeah. I still party. I think get down, but I'm not a sober motherfucker. Obviously, I finished the drink on this fucking show. I already finished the goddamn drink.
Well, hey,
But no, but it don't control my life anymore. You know, I grew the fuck up and I got out of it and I beat all the shit. So it is
shout
what
out to
it
that
is.
shit too.
Hey
for
man,
real,
it's
bro.
tough, man. It's
For real.
tough. Shout out to everybody going through some shit. You can get through anything, man.
Oh,
You
God,
put your
bro.
mind to it.
That's
But,
that's fire as fuck, bro. Because you don't meet too many people who actually manage artists and who can actually do fucking music.
Use at the same
Like,
time.
that's hard.
But
bro.
do you think with just having that background in music, do you think that actually helps you manage
1,000,000%.
artists better?
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
1,000,000%, right?
Because you got to understand an artist's brain in a way, like because they're different.
Yeah.
You know, and we clash. Like because I'm time management on my hand. You gotta be here at this time. You gotta da-da-da. He's on rapper time. And
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
knows
facts.
rapper time's a different time than fucking regular time.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? So
Straight up.
it's like at least 30 minutes, 30 minutes to 2 hours later. You know what I'm saying? Maybe more. You know, so why you see artists late all the time? It's like a disease. Like it's a problem. But
That's dope as hell.
But yeah, no, it definitely helps, man. It
That
definitely
is
helps
dope.
to have that. But I love hip hop. I'm a student of it. I've loved it since I was about 8 years old. The album that got me into hip hop was The Chronic.
Fuck you
Dr.
talking
Dre.
about?
Oh, yeah.
Dre, boy.
Oh yeah.
I was like 7 or 8 years old when that dropped, and when I heard Nothing But a G thing, I was like, what the fuck is
That
this?
shit changed it.
Yeah,
it changed your
my
life.
It changed my life.
Straight up.
And it was over after that, man. I've loved hip hop ever since. I mean, I can talk about rap all goddamn day.
I fucking love hip
All
hop. I love
right.
music.
Hey,
I love music in general.
since he on the topic of hip hop, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Who's your top 4 right now? As far as the MCs.
Top four.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I gotta give him a top 4. It's
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
only a Mount
That
Rushmore.
shit don't
It's
even-
a Mount
Okay,
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
It's a Mount
Okay,
Rushmore.
I get you.
Oh, so top 4 all time.
All time.
Good save.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
come on now.
Good save.
Great
Okay.
save.
If the whole country
Okay.
do it, I
You
can do
gotta
it.
say Easy because that's who he look like today.
Who?
Easy.
Ah!
You gotta say Easy.
You do look
Who
like
you look like? That's from that 2-time right there.
you look like the dude from Atlanta. The main rapper. What's his name? The main rapper in Atlanta. The rapper in Atlanta. Like the show Atlanta.
It's cool when they do it.
Dope.
Problem when I do it.
Durant Deshaun. That's exactly who that is.
Hey, have you been?
I got you.
Dope boy is a dope boy on Atlanta. That's exactly who you look
Oh,
like.
man.
I remember when I walked up on
All right, let's hit it.
Let's hit top four,
It's
man.
Mount Rushmore, man.
Man, you're a connoisseur of hip hop, man.
Okay.
love
Man,
it.
it's just my personal. Obviously, it's all opinion based. Because
Facts,
to me,
of
there
course.
is no real one. Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac was my first favorite rapper of all time. He's there. Eminem.
Of course.
I gotta say M.
Bye.
Woo. Nas.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
My God, this fourth
That's
spot
spicy right there. That's
is,
so fun.
Yeah.
this fourth spot is some. Damn, it'd be like so personal fucking taste, but I ain't gonna say Jay. Jay's kind of outside of it for me.
He is for me too.
Yeah, I mean he top 10, but I can't put him in my top 4.
Not at all.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna say this is on just straight personal.
I'm judging you, bro.
No,
I'm judging you, bro.
You can judge me, but you don't know. You
The
don't
top
know.
three. The top three
You
are
don't
already
know.
dope as
You don't
fuck.
know, but I'm throwing somebody in there that I think is phenomenal, and you haven't listened to him. You're gonna love him. Ritz, my boy Ritz, man. I gotta throw my boy Ritz.
He's
that
crazy.
He's that good.
That's respect.
He's that good.
That's respect. I
He's
got
that good.
respect.
Especially if we're not privy to
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I was
respect.
I got this
Okay,
man,
yeah.
look, and it's not just being biased. I was just being wedding and shit. I know it's a little biased, but he's that talented. He's got records with everybody, man. Trees
He's
the Trees,
crazy.
B.O.B., Twister. You gotta go on and on and on and on. This man is phenomenal. If he would have came out in the 90s, he would have been that guy.
Yeah.
Like
So
that
I mean,
legendary
yeah,
stuff.
no, 100%. He got some Big Crit. I mean, I could go on and on and on. So Big Crit's in my top 10 too.
Oh, but definitely.
Big Crit nasty, boy.
Definitely.
And one of my favorite songs is the one with Crit, Wasting Time. Check that shit out. But no, Ritz is that fire. So and he's from Atlanta. He's Gwinnett County, man. Gwinnett. So
Shout
yeah,
out Ritz,
shout
man.
out to Ritz.
I ain't
man.
know that.
CNT, man. What up?
What
I
are you
got a clientele tatted on me. That's the group right there. CNT. Clientele.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's real.
No, it's real.
Oh yeah,
It's
What
real.
you getting to eat?
no,
It's real.
It's real.
Hey,
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
that shit forever.
Uh-huh.
So as a reporter,
Oh,
when you release something, how important is time? Because I heard you say a couple times already in the interviews that, if you come out here, if you come out here, can you come out at the wrong time, right times?
Yeah, of course. I mean, especially nowadays because it's so wave based. It's and also everybody got the fucking mainstream sucks. I'm gonna be 100. I know, and I'm an old head at this point in this shit. You know what I mean? But
Those are
everybody
facts,
sounds the
Yep.
same, and it used to be. I grew up in the time where you had to be different. And there's a lane for everybody. And I love some trap shit. Like I fuck with Moneybag Yo Heavy. I like Moneybag. You know what I mean? I like some of what Dirk's doing. So I don't just hate the new shit. I like some new
You
shit.
banging some of it.
But there needs to be room for other things, you know.
Right.
And I feel like, obviously there's some lyrical guys out there. Kendrick's still out there. J. Cole's out there. So there's still some lyrical guys out there making moves, going platinum. But it's not many.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
minuscule. They literally got just a small percentage
Mhm.
when it comes to this ocean of motherfucking
Yep, right.
music, bro.
Right.
It's literally like a few fucking fish in that fucking ocean that really represents what I feel like is the blueprint of hip hop.
And
The rest of this shit is really like
then it's so hard because we know for a fact, of course, with the times have changed, we have always watched hip hop change. Because I always say this about me and my brother, like, bro, we hip hop connoisseurs.
We literally was born in a great time to watch the evolution of hip hop.
But of course, it just hit. Shout out to hip hop. It just turned 50 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to hip hop. So we came in an era where we passed 30. So we seen some shit.
We seen a lot of
and thank God we wasn't there for the true birth of it, but we're not too young to notice how the shit originally started.
Hell yeah, and you got to do.
If you're a
true connoisseur of music anyway, you're gonna always do your research when it comes to anything that you love.
But all music that we have witnessed through all the periods of time, before hip hop even came out, everything of music, all of it evolved.
Of course.
Everything changed. Like none of the jazz sounds the same. None of the country music sounds the same.
Rock.
None of the Mexican music sounds the same. None of rock. Of course, rock changed.
I
gotta mention it. Ain't no more Selena's out there. What you mean? Ain't no more J-Lo trying to hold it down.
You know what's so crazy? Like, I really be feeling like if I would have took music a lot more serious when I was younger, I would have been gone as well, bro. Because I've been doing music now for 10 plus years, bro. But the economy of music right now, what people are actually buying right now, it don't seem like lyricism is as respected as
not
it
at all.
used to be.
Not at all.
Like,
not even remotely.
We know that.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, not even remotely.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it feels like nowadays all you really have to. Well, it's not even a feeling. This is just facts.
It's just
bro.
what
Like,
it is. Yeah.
A dope beat, a catchy hook. You ain't got to say shit on your verses.
Shit,
you got to say shit on your verses. If that shit catchy.
Here's the thing, though. It was okay. Like it's not like it wasn't happening before. There's always been the club hit. That's okay.
Always.
But the album had more to it. And then when you go to these albums, they'll spin the block, fucking side hoe. You know what I'm saying?
But like 10 songs, like the same thing.
I've heard the shit 1,000 times.
Yes,
I'm sick
bro.
tired of hearing it.
Yes, bro.
Switch it up.
I gotta give credit to this man, bro, because I just recently heard this album probably like a week ago, bro. And this shit gave me that.
You talking about what's his name?
Genuine hip hop feel.
Let me get
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
Michael.
Yeah, I Killer Mike.
Yeah.
I told you they said Killer Mike album crazy.
Oh my
boy.
God, Killer Mike. Shout out to Killer Mike,
shout
boy.
out to Killer Mike.
Hey, I met him.
That's hip hop.
Cool as hell.
Yeah.
He from right. He was telling me he's the trap at the AutoZone out Moreland.
Yeah.
Tell me a cool little story. It public information. I don't told the story anyway. So, but when I met him, you know, that's how
allegedly trapped.
Allegedly. Hey, but
it's allegedly.
But why he was cool, man. And you can just tell by just for us witnessing from a standpoint because he real hip hop.
Thanks.
Oh,
real,
yeah.
Hip hop legend.
Yes.
And for him to still keeping his same style, but of course put little tweaks to it. But he still remaining who he is.
Thanks, bro.
But it shows you that your style can be timeless. You just have to make sure that if you're gonna commit to who you are,
if you true to
yourself,
bro, you gonna
always. And we know that, bro. Like Killer Mike, bro, the man, he much more than just an artist. Like that, what happened? Like when they come out and like, okay, speaking of artists and when you manage, like, is there other things out of White Gold that you see like that he actually want to venture off in, like besides music?
Right. Yeah,
like,
definitely. Well, acting because he's done some. He was in Boozie's first movie he did about his.
Talking about Water Boys?
No. His first one. The My Story. What the fuck's the name of it? It was a.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
the
first one he did.
Yeah, the first one he did.
Yeah,
he's in the prison. So he's got a talking role in that. He had more talking scenes, but it was cut. But he had a couple talking scenes in it. He's in the Andre Rison story about to come out. He's Atlanta Falcon.
Andre Rison, Atlanta Falcon.
No, he's a Falcon.
That's hard.
That's fast.
Yeah,
Too hard.
That's fast.
He was in a pilot for DMZ, which was on HBO Max. That was starring Rosario Dawson and Benjamin Brett.
Oh, that boy go acting up.
That boy go.
So
that boy had ass.
Yeah, he does his acting.
Cause you know,
you have to.
It's too many lanes.
But you have to.
You have to.
Music is not sustainable unless yeah, it is for a handful of people,
Thanks.
like the Drakes and the Jays. Okay, we get it. But
we get it.
But the majority, though,
yeah, you got
to diversify. You got to move on and do something else, whatever that may be. You know?
So as a manager and whatnot, like, what are the traits that you look for in an artist that would catch your attention and be like, you know what?
Yeah, where's my
I
damn
see
time?
something in, bro.
Yeah.
Skill, image, and drive.
Skill,
image, and drive.
So
those three things. You got to have all three. You can have all the skill in the world, but if you're those boring looking motherfuckers, like you're not gonna do shit, bro. You
gotta have a little sauce.
Why would people tune in? Think about this. Why are people gonna watch you on Instagram?
You gotta have a little sauce,
why are people gonna want to hang out with you?
Or cut your shoulders and all this
We're in
shit.
a different time nowadays where social media is so dominant that people want to feel like, oh, I really want to meet this person. I
Right.
really want to, I would love to hang out with this guy. Da, da, da.
Hold on, there's a lot of regular bastards out there who's making it.
But
What's that dude?
Not too many.
Who?
The
Not
dude
too
who had the
many.
song about the world. What's his name? The little regular looking white guy. He look, bro, he real, but he's a dope.
Don't know who you talking about.
God damn it, I'm thinking.
Exactly. Can't remember.
God
You
damn
can't
it.
remember. He's got the
Exactly.
fucking sauce.
But he's
You
real.
just-
Boy, he got no
What you
more.
talking about?
But
You
he's
just
a
proved it.
nah,
Yeah,
Lil
yeah.
Dicky.
No, he's funny.
Lil
though.
Dicky, I was
He's
saying
funny.
Nah,
He's
brother.
funny. He's
But Lil
funny,
Dicky look
bro.
regular as
No,
hell though.
he has a talent though. He's funny. I would watch him because he's funny.
And he looked
Come
like
on, that's sauce.
But he
You're
looks
funny.
like a
I would
nigga.
think-
Okay, but
I would
think-
I don't
target
mean
with
just
a
about
top
look,
guy.
but he's funny though. Like
He's
that-
funny. You're right. You're right.
Women love that. You make a woman laugh. Come on, bro.
So you can't.
I'm
So you can't
talking
be ugly and funny.
I got a partner. I got a partner. I ain't gonna put his name out there like that, bro. I fuck with him. Day one nigga, bro. I told him the same shit you just said, bro. I'm like, bro, in order for you to actually be a rapper, no matter how good you are, bro, niggas gotta wanna be you and bitches
Yes.
gotta wanna fuck you.
Yeah,
bro.
100%.
100%.
100%.
If you
Yeah.
ain't like that,
Yeah.
bro, if that ain't like, I don't give a fuck if you saying the coldest shit I ever heard in my life,
Right.
bro.
Yep.
If you look like a bum,
Yeah.
you're gonna get treated like a bum,
Yeah.
bro.
And you know how many artists I get reach out to artists all the time. Hey man, man, and this and I would have do a little PSA for artists out there. Like, look, when you hit up a manager, there's some things you got to understand. First of all, you got to have a buzz already. You got to have something going for yourself. It's not build a bear, build a rapper over here. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come to me.
Talk to
You
him
can't
more.
just come to me
Let him cook.
and go, hey man, make me a fucking star. I can't do that. You have to I can help you do that, but I can't do that for you.
Straight
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
That's real
Now,
shit.
now
That's real
labels can
shit.
kind of do that because they got millions in the bank.
Right.
Yeah.
If I have millions in the bank, shit, you know what I'm saying?
I be more lenient with you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can work with you a
maybe
little bit.
so, but even then, like you need to do it for yourself. Like you need, and you can't make a star. Nobody can make. You have to do it at least a good portion of it on your own.
I got.
Then you also got to have some followers. You got to have some plays and some streams already. You got to have something going for yourself. You know, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
Plus, I also don't work for free.
Fuck
So you're
you
talking
talking
about I'm just gonna give you all my fucking connections
You talking
and
about-
all this and give you all this
Let
info
'em
for
cook.
what? Like
Real
for what?
shit.
A possible return? No, man, I'm good.
I need some guys. I need some real shit.
So what is the bare minimum you would expect for an artist hitting you up that already have in position? Like as
Like,
far
that's
as
a good question.
streams,
I like
as
that.
far as streams, like
Yeah.
how many? What's the numbers looking like for you to want to, fuck around
Well,
with?
you gotta have a few thousand. I'm gonna look at your socials because that matters. You know what I'm saying? So you need to have a few thousand. There's Instagram. You need to have a few thousand. Yeah, if you're under 1,000, I'm not even gonna look twice at you. You need to grind to get that up.
Yeah.
Like come on,
Facts.
man. You know.
Facts.
Then I'm gonna look at your YouTube.
Mhm.
That's gonna be my first two things, and not in any order, but YouTube and socials. First two things I'm gonna look at.
Check
Do you have videos? You gotta have videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Facts.
But if you got videos to see what you have on that, you know what I'm saying? Not a few hundred, I'm not okay, you gotta keep working.
Right.
But you get the, like 10,000 and up. You
Okay.
get the 10,000 and up, and then I can spot when it's bullshit too. Right? If you bought that
Yeah,
shit,
you can
you know what I'm saying?
tell.
If I go through the comments and I see just an emoji, motherfucker's fake, I
Right.
can't play it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Be your partners.
Yeah.
Let's say this your partner.
Hey, we're gonna have to take a quick little break. I feel some more music coming.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
smell it.
You smell that
It's
shit?
in the oven. What is it, number 2?
Oh yeah.
What you got?
Hey,
I
so
hope
we
it's
got,
like this.
so we got the song Movie. Now this is off one of our biggest albums, Welcome to JPG. I was executive producer of this album, dropped in 2021.
Okay, okay.
Produced by the guy who produced the last one, Shaman Drum Dummy, who actually sung the hook, and his twin brother is rapping on the guest verse. But I love this record. That album's incredible too. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. It's got Berga on it, Ritz, Bubba Sparks, Lil White, C to 6, a whole bunch of motherfuckers on it. That album's crazy. I love that. That's actually my baby. That's my favorite album, and it's his favorite album too. So check out Movie. Very single sounding type record, man. But check it out, Movie.
That right, Beat Fan 109.6. Let him cook.
Let 'em cook.
You got a couple features here. You want to shout them out?
Yeah. Shamu the Panda, who also
Okay.
Sham Drum Dummy.
That
the
is
producer
a
of the
dope
record.
fucking name.
I
Who
got it
sings the
now.
hook, and TJ Freak,
So
who's the guest verse.
I got it.
Shamu
I'm
the
not going to be
Panda?
able to play this song
That's
and
crazy.
not know. Do you know the story behind Shamu the Panda?
I do not know the story behind the
Dude.
name.
That's epic.
All
One
I
of
know,
the best.
but he's incredible producer. Like I said, he did that last beat that we just heard. He did this one. He's phenomenal, man. He's incredible.
That right,
talent.
bro.
Yeah, incredible talent.
Hey, man.
Shout out to all
Alright.
them, man.
Cook it over again now.
Yeah.
All right, hey man, this is
Yo,
B
my
Fan
bad.
109.6, what?
Let him
Let 'em
cook.
Cook, baby.
Shamu.
That's a dope name.
You know what it is? I see it.
He's singing the hook right here too.
You remember the crazy.
Okay.
That boy
He got it. Yes, sir. Let's go.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
White gold something different,
That
bro.
boy different, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, no. I ain't gonna lie. What part of Florida he from?
Fort Pierce.
Fort Pierce.
Fort
Hey,
Pierce.
that boy got
That's some unique talent out there,
that's a
boy.
nice sound too, boy. That's nice, bro.
Good bars.
But great balls. Great balls, and the flow is impeccable. You feel what
You
I'm
can
saying?
tell he really so like. Of course, you witnessed his journey from where he at, and of course, when you met him, he was already invested. Of course, probably into rapping.
He had been
But-
for a few years, yeah.
So, but for the journey that you've seen so far and everything, of course, you've seen the up and downs. Of course, you'll probably seen the little Rockies and here and down. And then I probably paid. Y'all always gone, bro.
Yeah. Always
They
out
been
somewhere.
gone, always gone.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I know for a fact,
Yeah.
but like, and all those moments, I know that shit be fun, man. I know it's a dope ass experience, bro. I didn't know like what has, but so far managing him, and of course, in other artists, what have you learned so far being a manager, man? Of course, because you've been an artist, but there has to be something being in that position.
Definitely. What have I learned? Like the main.
Like
thing I take
what's the
away-
main thing you got for being a manager? Managing
Man, the rappers are paid in the fucking ass. Honestly, no, and not talking shit, but it's, what I've mainly learned is, you got to find a balance of getting your point across to not making it seem like you're trying to like say you got to do this, you got to do that, because sometimes it's a learning process. Everybody learns. Like I'm not perfect, I've made bad calls before, a lot more good calls.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But I have made some bad calls. Nobody's perfect, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a balance into getting, to not trying to sound like you're directing somebody, like you have to do this and that and the third, but getting your point across. So I'll give you an example. So there was a song we did on Leveled Up, this album called Leveled Up 2019. One of the first songs we recorded called Beef Shit. Amazing record, right?
Mhm.
But it was the first one we recorded. It took a few months to record this album. And then when we got to the album, he's like, you know what? I don't want to put Beef Shit on that, bro. I'm like, no, it's going on there. He's like, I don't want it on there. I was like, fuck that, it's going on there. And he's like, and so we got into this whole thing about it. I'm like, no, man, it's like you just don't like, because artists get so much in their own head. It was old to him, but I'm like, old to you, but no one in the world has heard this shit.
Man,
It'd be hard.
I
though.
swear to God, I do that shit so
Yes, bro.
fucking much.
Yeah,
bro.
but you got to understand, the
That's
public ain't heard it. The
Facts.
public's not heard it. It's old to you.
You know what it
But
is,
they
though?
heard it.
You know what it is? It's like, it's the fact that we be having it in our heads that we know, like, especially if we took months to create a
Yes,
project and we know this was the first song and we feel like the other songs
Shows your growth.
don't went so much
Crazy.
crazier.
Right.
We'll be like, you know what? I don't know about that one. We started second
And
guess.
it's probably
Oh,
invested
but-
in the craft.
But you
So,
gotta keep your ear open. If you have a manager, you
Facts.
gotta listen to them.
Facts.
Why have me?
Facts.
Why have me? Are you gonna utilize me?
Facts.
If I'm sitting here
That's
telling, and
facts.
I'll tell motherfuckers shit whack all day. But I don't like some of that shit's terrible, bro. I don't like it.
Bro,
I don't give a fuck.
You gotta be real though.
Yeah,
I don't
got
care.
to.
I don't care because you're the
I don't
guessing
care.
around. That's why a lot of bullshit gets out there.
But I'm trying to
You know?
tell
So
you.
My boy, gatekeeper.
Yeah,
I'm not letting this shit get paid me.
No, but
They real though.
But fun fact with Beef Shit said he agreed. He's like, fuck it, all right, bro. Put it on there. I was like, watch, it's gonna be one of the biggest records, the biggest song on the album.
That's crazy.
Biggest song. And he goes, you're right. I go, thank you. I know. I knew I was.
I knew this shit.
But I sequence the albums too, which I'm big on that. I'm big on like sequencing.
Yeah,
that's
flow.
I like a flow, and you not having too many certain type of records together and having a great opener, a great closer. I'm old school, I guess old school in that way, because a lot of motherfuckers don't do that really anymore. Like some of these albums, I'm like, who the fuck sequences? It's terrible.
Right. It's all over the place.
So I listen to it with a different ear, you know what I mean? Being in studios and doing this shit for years now, I listen to music with a way different ear than I used to. You know what I mean? So, but basically I would say to any artist out there, if you have a manager, man, and if they, if they know what they're talking about and they've proven, to you that they know what they're talking about, listen. Why have them and pay them and do shit if you're not even gonna hear them out?
At that point,
hear them out, and if they prove you the wrong all the time, then get rid of them. But
Question. As a manager, what are your responsibilities? This is out there because there's a lot of bad managers. I don't feel you'd be the bad guy.
No.
You're gonna cut to the chase and you're gonna
100%.
say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do for you. What is a proper manager's responsibilities for an artist?
All the business. So he's not gonna deal with features. So features come around, people, people hit him up, they send them to me. Most people know to go to me, but there's some that don't read the bio, they don't pay attention, so they go to him and say, "No, man, talk to my manager. I'm not."
Right.
So I deal with that. I set up tours. I've literally booked entire tours, all me. I call the venue. I get the promoter. I set the price. I book the openers. They pay me. I deal with all of it. You know what I'm saying? I set it up to dates in the States, and I've done whole nationwide tours before. So that whole aspect, everything business. Then with the beats, I help pick out. See, I go a little bit more, especially with Gold. I don't do that with any other acts I've ever managed, but with Gold, I go real in. So I'll help pick beats. I've helped co-write a couple records. I've been in the studio doing that. I've sequenced the albums. I come up with the cover arts for the last couple. So I do everything business. I don't rap the records. You know what I mean? And I don't write or rap the records. Right. That's about it. I do everything else you see from him. You know what I'm saying? Is
that's fire as fuck, bro.
And that's a real manager.
And then there's a certain level of trust between the two.
Yep. He's my brother. He's my brother at this point. Because when you travel the whole country with somebody multiple times, you got to share hotel rooms. You've been in fights together, dealt with all kinds, all the shit that goes on the road. Right. Crazy shit happens out there. A lot of shit. I got stories for days. I could talk for days about crazy stories, but when you go through all that together, you become a fam, and that's my brother regardless. He could quit rap right now. I could quit this shit right now, and I call him an hour later, like, "What you doing tonight, bro? What's going on?"
That's still locked in, bro.
It's family, bro.
That's fire. I wish my manager was that way.
Hey, man. And it's a blessing to have a good manager, bro. Because when I first, go ahead.
Like as an artist, when you see that as a manager, what would you recommend at first? Because you're not trying to break people up,
right?
But what would you recommend as a manager right now to an artist who doesn't get what you're getting?
Well, all managers work differently. I'm not going to dog another manager for maybe not doing certain things. I know that.
Fuck that, tell him. Come on to death row.
You don't have to step in every little aspect. Some of the, the sequencing, you don't necessarily have to do that. Some artists might want to take care of that. He doesn't want to do that. So I enjoy doing that. That's why I do it. Really, just to handle business, to be able to deal with the features, to deal with everything.
Who we got? Hey, they call it Level Cup Podcast. This Black Migo. Who the hell this is?
Oh,
Who we got?
Hey, this is Fancy. Hey, guys.
Hey, Fancy. What's up? Thanks for calling in. What's up? What's your question?
Hey, I have a question for the manager. When it comes to being a manager of an artist, do you feel that it is important for the manager to at least believe in that artist, kind of have faith in them? Because it seems like a lot of people, you have an artist that's really good, that's really talented, about to blow, about to pop or whatever, and then it just be like people coming out of the woodwork like, hey, I'm a manager. I could be your manager. Like, how, you know what I'm saying?
Predatory.
To answer your question, 1,000,000%, I think it's important to believe in the artist. I would never take on an artist that I didn't believe in. Because I'm not a money grabber. There are a lot of money. Like you're speaking of money grabbers and you're speaking of wave riders.
Exactly.
That's what you're talking about, and that shit is whack as hell to me. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, it's whack.
So yes, I personally, and I do know managers out there that are exactly what you just said. 1 million. There's a lot of that in this shit though. Janky promoters, shitty managers, super egotistical artists. There's a lot of shit you got to deal with. But yes, 1,000,000% for me personally, I believe you should believe in the artists and love the music and really get behind them, and that makes everything work better.
How do you go about getting the right artist?
I agree with that.
All right, thank you,
Thank you, appreciate it. And hey, I saw somebody comment, by the way, That's not Atlanta. That's Gwinnett. You're right. It's okay. It's like, okay. I know.
What you talking about?
It's like Atlanta, but he shouts Atlanta out. You know what I'm saying? Always throws the A up.
Oh yeah, they always try to slide that in.
I know how it be around
Oh,
here.
you know exactly how it is.
You know what it is? I'm
I
ready to
know.
this stuff on
I
live.
see
What? But it been like that. What you mean?
Yes.
This shit is religiously.
No, but
Like for an artist right there, okay, she obviously is a city manager or something going on.
Mhm.
I'm a new artist. How do I find a manager?
You know what?
That's a great
I
question.
mean, man, fine, you right.
Process of elimination.
Typically, well, you know what? Here's the thing. Doing showcases, for instance, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
absolutely.
Doing showcases. You got to be out there.
You gotta be
You're not
seen.
gonna find one on your couch.
For sure.
You know, you're not gonna find one on your couch. You got to be active. You got to be seen. You know what
So
I mean?
you shop?
I have, yeah. Well, that's how I got gold. We were at a showcase.
Yeah,
That's
so
literally
you're
how I
shopping.
built like the rest of the next 7 years of my life was going to a showcase that I was invited to and seeing them. So yeah, showcases, going to not even just regular shows because there's always local acts at these shows and seeing them. Like, you know what? I fuck with dude. And then usually they come around, and if you know, then they'll come around to you. You know, but you just have to get out there. Now you get approached. Same thing as like a manager looking for the artist needs to look for the same. Like, okay, so who do you like? Kind of to her point, like people will come out of nowhere. But you got to see their credentials too. Like, what have you done?
Right.
What do you manage?
Right.
Like, what kind of credentials do you have?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm
What
looking
do
at
I-
your streams. What do I got?
Right. What do
You
I
know?
get from this?
100%.
And that's the thing I didn't know either when I was first got into rapping. And I ain't gonna lie, same thing happened like how artists, a manager ran up on me in this mall. I'm sitting right here just walking by and shit. And at the time I was in the rap group with my best friend. Young Cash Star, shout out to him, man. I was in the rap group and he ran up on me. He was like, hey man, what you do? What you do? I was like, I rap. Hey man, you got a manager? I was like, nah, I don't. And at the time I'm green. So me hearing the manager, I'm thinking I don't made it.
He feeling himself.
I'm thinking I don't made it. So, but what it was, how he got me was he did look the part. And later that day, we go meet at Atlanta Station at the W. So we at this fancy ass hotel. Like, oh yeah, bro, got some money. I'm like, oh shit. He set up. The next day, literally, he had me performing on the stage. I had never performed before. I had only been making tracks and recording shit, but I had never recorded. And I guess he called himself trying to test me.
That's foul.
And it ended in an
Yeah,
epic fail. But what I did gain from it though, because I tell the story all the time. My first time on the stage, I fucked up, but it made me a beast. Because after that, nothing else deters or scares me or like that. Especially when you up there getting chewed out
Of course.
on hip hop night while niggas are battle rapping. Like this hip hop night, chewed out. But of course, having that, he tried to play me, whatever, try to get me signed a
I was
contract.
gonna say, but yeah.
Terrible manager. He was just, in the long story short, terrible manager, but he called himself trying to poach. And he had me for a little minute. He had other artists, but he had me doing more than what I should have been doing. Like I was actually ghostwriting for these niggas.
Wow. So he was using you.
Yeah,
He
he
was.
was.
using you. And
I didn't know.
To throw you out there was like, hey man, have you performed before? Have you done da da da? To throw you out there, it's almost like, oh, let's see if he fails. That's fucked up.
It was fucked up.
Because if you really invest, if I really want to invest in you, why the hell would I send you up there to fail in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's stupid as fuck. Like,
That's
oh,
like,
yeah,
don't
yeah, look,
do
yeah,
nothing
he
for
sucks. Yeah, I'm the manager.
Yeah, he's ass, but he's an artist.
But look,
He's an artist. He's fucking terrible. But rock with him now.
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Check
rocking
him out
with him.
next Friday. Watch him cook, baby. Watch him cook.
Who do I hire to check out there?
hey, this is what a good manager do, though, man.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
exactly what a good
Go
manager
ahead, go ahead and introduce the third song,
All
man.
right, so this doing it off the brand new project, 10 Minute Ride Volume 1 EP. Dropped about a month ago, month and a half ago. We just shot the video for this up in Tennessee. After our show Crash Fest we did up in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Was in the mountains.
Yeah, it was on my birthday actually. We did
Hey,
the show.
happy birthday, man.
And I'm his hype man too, so
Hey,
I
yeah.
got that rap and sing it too. So, but no, we shot the video up there. It's coming out any day now. We're waiting on it. Should have it within about a week or so. Video is gonna be hard to sell. Locations were dope, but Feeling Lost, 10 Minute Ride, Volume 1 EP, man. Check it out.
Let
He
him
found
cook.
9.6, let him cook. Let's go.
It's in a whole different vibe than the last two.
Oh, that's an NBA shit.
Yeah, this is by Cook Up Bray. A new producer, but he's dope. So he's out of, I believe, Memphis. Thank you.
Hey,
Yo, boy.
Nice.
Hey, no cap,
Bro,
boy.
never
Little
shut.
Cook, boy.
3 for 3, man.
Man, that
man.
boy white go crazy.
When
Yeah,
it
man.
comes to like hip hop, bro, my favorite trait in music is storytelling. And when you mix the bars in that shit make that
And then you
shit.
can tell it real. Like,
Bro, you can feel it.
Mhm.
Oh my God, bro. I love music like that, bro.
Not Nas. I think
love
Nas,
that
Nas is one of the best storytellers. Of
Bro,
all
I'm trying to
time,
tell
man.
you.
Like,
him and that, nah, they got that nigga Drake.
yeah.
Drake is a hell of a
Drake
storyteller.
be storytelling like
He be
motherfucker.
storytelling like motherfucker.
DMX be
DMX
storytelling like
one
a
of
motherfucker. R.P. that legend.
Yeah, for sure.
But I
Eminem with Stan and Kim
Oh
on his
my
records.
God.
Storytelling.
Lil Wayne too. Storyteller.
Lil Wayne's, yeah, he's a goat, man. He's in my top 10 for sure.
Bro,
by the way, real
top
quick,
five.
man. By the way, I want to hear Mount Rushmore's, man. Before
I
gotta hear it, man.
Go ahead,
Y'all hit me with it.
Go
so-
ahead, man. You want to run the show?
Hey, man, I'll run
Hey,
it.
man.
I'll run it, man.
Go ahead, call it out.
Okay,
All right,
Not
Jay,
Rushmore,
give it
man.
back.
Go.
No particular order.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
No particular order.
Yeah.
Gotta have Andre 3000 in there.
Okay.
If we
Not
talking
mad at it.
stories,
No, I'm not mad at it.
Andre got to be in there.
3 stacks.
An artist that I feel like be super slept on, but he is a fucking genius, bro. Lupe Fiasco. Ridiculous, bro.
He's dope.
Ridiculous.
He got super bars.
Crazy.
He got bars, man. Crazy
Crazy.
bars. Crazy
Yeah, he got
bars.
balls.
Bro,
Like,
No, he got bars. Yeah,
Lupe.
for sure.
Andre. Okay.
See, it's yeah.
It's tough, you know.
It's not.
It's
It's
funny how
not.
they all go
It's
3 and
not.
then blank out when they like,
Everybody do that.
Yeah,
Everybody get lost at 3.
It's tough.
Because like I be having,
because you don't want to leave somebody out.
Yeah, it's
I be
tough.
having so many, bro. Like, okay, Lupe, Andre, shit. Okay, just based off of this a personal.
No, it's what it's
This is
supposed to be.
personal.
It's what it's supposed to be.
Because he was my favorite rapper as a child, bro.
Okay.
Like, T.I. got to be in
Okay.
there.
Man, you got
I
to
knew
T.I.
it was
We love T.I., man.
T.I.
We
got
love
to,
T.I.
bro.
Yeah,
Got
man,
to,
no,
bro. I'm
T.I.'s
gonna
fire,
man.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
got to
T.I.'s
go tip in there, bro. He got too much.
He can
iconic
rap his
shit.
ass off.
Got too much iconic shit, man.
100%.
He don't shoot this shit
Oh
too much.
man.
Trap music's a fucking classic.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. See, it'd be a toss up between my number
No, you
four.
don't get a free pick.
No, it's
I'm
not.
helping you, Dave.
Hey,
You want a 1A, 1B?
It's not no free pick. I'm just saying it'd be a toss up for me between-
I don't mention out there now.
because like my wife knows, bro. I fuck with Future so fucking hard, bro.
He love.
But is he on the 4?
And Wayne. Future and Wayne. I would have to put Wayne before Future though, just because
If you're on bars and shit.
because
you're
of
rapping.
not just the imprint he put on me as far as
Wayne's a go.
but like as far as me
Make it
rapping.
sneak on mine. Like he can sneak on
But,
mine.
like
Yeah,
he,
Wayne's
he's
my favorite rapper in
ridiculous.
the world. Period.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
as
there's-
far as-
he
in the
can
world,
sneak on my
period.
Ru-
So-
he can sneak on my Rushmore.
Like as
Yeah.
far as literally like bars, metaphors, similes, and shits like that, bro. Before like Kendrick and J. Cole was on the scene, when I used to hear Wayne, I'd be like, bro, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my
Every
fucking
time.
life, bro.
Every fucking
No one,
time.
there's no
And
one. There's no one that raps like Wayne.
No
No
not
one.
at all.
No one.
At all,
Cause-
bro.
No one.
I
No
brought
one
home
that
to
plays like
Bro, on
Wayne.
God.
I brought Wayne home to my home. I recorded my brother being my brother. I brought I was the night bro. I said, bro, you got to listen to this drop 3 mixtape. I said,
Bro.
look, bro, he rapped on Beyonce song.
Bro.
Look at it.
I
Changed
still
my
to
life.
this day,
We
bro.
still listen to it.
I still to this day know
Changed
every
my life.
word of that upgrade you fucking freestyle.
Oh yeah.
I
know the
will
whole
never forget
mixtape.
that. I will never forget
All
that.
the notes still
Moment in time.
Yeah.
It's a moment in time.
It's a capsule in my brain, bro. I just told you, Wayne.
Wayne. You went Wayne.
I said,
He did.
He had a 1A,
That's
1B.
my head.
It's a 5 in future.
Yeah, 5
Yeah, 5 in future.
Okay.
All
right.
All right, man.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Hey, my number 2.
Gonna be ass.
Who sings that? I don't remember that group.
I ain't gonna lie. Eminem.
Okay.
Damn, he cannot copy. I have my list written down, okay?
Yeah.
I already have it wrote down.
So
We
Lil
got
Wayne,
Eminem.
Eminem,
We got hit.
Big Sean.
Okay.
That was close.
That's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Big Sean in your top.
That's gotta be personal.
Big Sean.
That's definitely
it's
personal.
personal.
That's
I've heard
All
so much
lists are personal.
All
lists.
All
Using
lists.
is subjective. I can't stand when people get so mad about it. Like, yo, who do you fuck with? It is what it is.
Right. Just if like, are we going off a personal list?
Yes.
Drake.
Okay.
Drake.
I am definitely
Okay.
the oldest one in here.
Right.
So for all you youngsters that don't know two of these players, I don't care. Lil Wayne can't do that because he was iconic when he started what he did, and that's where mine come from. Biggie.
Yeah,
okay.
Nobody can do Biggie. There was
Yeah.
actually a question today on 97.9.
That boy
Could
Biggie.
Little Kim have been Little Kim without Biggie?
Nah.
No.
No.
Little Kim, my favorite female
Eminem.
rapper of all time.
Because Eminem's bars, I don't know where you're
It's
gonna
underworldly.
Dude, he just
It's
the
underworldly.
lyrics
and the flow and
Rap
the
God.
love
bars.
him or hate him.
All you
With
gotta
the
say,
pen,
rap God.
He's untouchable.
No, without the
I'm
pen,
with you.
he's untouchable.
I mean,
You don't
just-
wanna
he's
go
that
on
good.
stage
He's
and
a
battle.
monster.
Yeah. Today, you don't want to
Bro,
battle.
all you gotta
No.
You don't want no smoke with Eminem.
No.
All you gotta
And
say
the last one, my childhood favorite, Easy.
Okay.
Just Easy.
I mean, these are all goats, man. You just
Is it-
spit all goats.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing.
All
You
goats.
can't miss.
Yeah, you can't miss.
No,
If I had to slide
man.
somebody else on us, a little extra, little five.
Who would that be?
Or the next one in there?
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross?
I'm a big Rick Ross nigga.
I love his
Oh,
beat
man.
select. His beat selection.
No, but what it
is-
Rick
is
Ross
ridiculous.
not what it is. Rick
Yeah.
Ross vocabulary, his pen is dangerous.
No, he's dope
Fuck.
too. He's
He's a dangerous man.
He
bro.
got what I call rich nigga talk.
But it goes beyond that.
He'll talk
luxury.
He got
luxury
rap.
luxury.
Luxury rap.
Luxury rap.
Yeah.
If you're poor, he makes you feel bad.
Oh yeah,
For
He
sure.
gonna- He gonna make sure
He
he
makes
makes
you.
sure.
He makes you.
You can't eat ramen
He
noodles.
makes you-
Luxury education.
Oh,
Like it's for educational purposes. But luxury, how to live a good life. I'm just Rick Ross.
You know what? The only thing I don't like about, because Nas is a fucking lyrical genius, bro. I don't know who pick his beats though.
Right. That is
That's
an issue.
a terrible thing. For
Yeah,
him.
yeah. You know what? But his new shit with Hit Boy
Yeah,
doing everything.
yeah.
Now,
That
now,
shit
like,
is
Yeah,
he's coming
Hit
the
Boy's
Kings.
picking them out.
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he's doing them, but like, and so but the 3 albums, the King Disease trilogy has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
Exactly.
facts.
But my
Facts.
favorite Nas album is it was written. The second
Ooh,
one.
it was
everybody,
written.
and everybody wants to go automatic. Not me. It was written.
It
for
was
me.
written was crazy.
Street Dreams, If I Ruled the World with Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like he
Yeah.
had shootouts. There's some classic, and that one actually produced well. But there's most of his other albums are trash.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
As
yeah.
far as the beats,
The beat.
his
Because
rapping
his
is
content-
amazing.
The way he's actually saying.
I mean, he ethered J. You know, he ethered J.
Not too many can say that.
No,
He's the only one.
He's the
He
only
can say
one.
that.
He's the only one.
He's the only one.
But hell yeah, bro.
That's dope as hell, man.
Yeah, man.
Would you what advice would you give to any up and coming artists, bro, who they just got into this and they trying to make a name for
They
themselves?
get their
What,
feet wet, man.
yeah, you feel me? What tips or what advice you would give them to go ahead and jump off the porch and get this shit right?
Well, first of all, work on your craft. Be as skilled as you possibly can be. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I know in this day and age, it's not
They're downplaying the
necessarily like
It's very subjective.
That might be my old school view on it, but I'm gonna give you my opinion. And I
That's
think
real, though.
work on your skill, sharpen the pen.
Yep.
Drive from your life. Don't be somebody else. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And there's room for everybody. If you ain't a gangster, don't talk gangster rap. Like, don't do it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you ain't really out in the streets, I don't want to hear you talk about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Rap about what you know. You know what I mean? Rap about what you believe in. There's room for everything out there. You believe it or not, there is room. There is room for you. Be active. You're not gonna, like I said earlier, you're not gonna make it from the couch. If you sit at home, like you can rap all day and put it on the internet. That's cool. And that can work. You singles, but eventually you got to get out there. You need to get a stage presence. You need to get with the people. You know what I'm saying? And that will just benefit you.
And those are
other
reps.
artists.
That's experience,
Right.
as well.
And I mean, I've put together shows and all these local acts. I've literally watched local acts that I've put on shows together, become cool, and done records and EPs together.
That's
Like, I've literally watched shit that I put together, never thinking about that whatsoever. And that shit transformed into something where they met managers or they met promoters
Ripple
or they met, it's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get it from sitting at home. So basically sharpen the pen, get your skill up, just know that it's, and another thing, you got to put money behind it. And also Just for the majority, it's not overnight, man. It's gonna take some years.
You got to be patient.
So
bro.
you got to be patient. You can't just think, oh, this is a hit right here. It might be. You
might
might have
be.
the dopest record that ever, but most people might not hear it.
Right.
Because you don't got $500,000 to put behind the fucking song to make it big. And then
to hit a huge platform.
100%. So
and that be the thing. A lot of people like, my naivety when I first started off, you feel what I'm saying, led me to believe, if I drop a 5 song, this shit, the world gonna know
It's
about
just 5 the month.
I'm him.
Timothy, the dopest shit ever fucking dropped on wax.
I'm Timothy. Boy, when I looked at the views on that bitch, I was like, oh no. Real quick. Oh no. I gotta put my reps in. You know what I'm saying?
You got to, bro.
And artists got to know how important it is to go ahead and get your face card out there.
Yes.
Let the people know who you is.
Yep.
Even if you're doing the open mics and you gotta pay $25 to do a show.
Just to
here.
perform.
It's gonna cost money across the board. It just costs money.
I wish I could get back at least half the money I done spent over this decade of music.
Just in a category of music.
Oh my God.
But if you blow up though, every penny was worth it.
Every penny was worth it. Yep.
Yeah. So it wasn't a waste.
It wasn't a waste.
Facts. I haven't made any real money off of music, bro, and it's still worth it because at the end of the day, I love this shit.
I was about to say, and that's another thing too, a big thing. Love this shit. If you're in it for, I just want to be rich and famous. Well, you know what? You probably won't be.
Facts.
Because you got to actually love this shit. You got to
really
love
have
music,
to,
and you have to really love hip hop and understand it and know your fucking history. These young kids know your history, man.
Bro,
Tap into the 90s, tap into the 80s, tap in.
you got to.
Tap in and
Please.
understand.
Do your homework,
Don't
man.
forget. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all being a connoisseur, a historian.
Bro, I'm
You know?
trying to tell you because
A lot of these kids, I feel like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They just see what's hot. Oh, I want to do that.
Man,
And that's it.
one more thing, man. We spoke a lot about you being a manager and everything, of course, but this is what you're like really into right now. But what's next for David J, man?
Man,
Eventually.
you know what's funny? After this, I'm literally meeting another artist out here. We're gonna go for drinks. Like
I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about what you want to
I'm
do
about
next.
manage some new people.
Yeah,
you know
well,
what
as far as
I'm
in the
saying?
next phase, because of course,
I mean,
if you want to manage,
he's
let's
setting up a
I'm
new
setting
move.
up a new, setting up a new.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
He ain't cooking.
I am cooking. I've just been cooking too long.
No, I'm looking for a couple new artists. I want to, start, diversifying that a little bit more. Because I do have Tyler Sherbert too. Shout out to Tyler Sherbert, man. He's also our DJ. He's man, this dude's got everything going for him. He got his own spot, Cedar Town. We throw shows. He has poker nights. He's in with the city council and shit. Like, so he's got a lot going on, man. He's dope as hell. Shout out to Tyler Sherbert, my dog. But basically, diversify, get a couple more artists in, and then man, we got more shows coming up. We actually got another project we're about to do, actually a duo project, another artist out of Florida. So just moving and shaking, man. Still just continuing, and we're one step away, man. I'm really got this thing with gold, man. Really want to hit it with gold because we've been going too damn long, and he's too dope to not make it. So
we're gonna pipe him up, man.
We got to.
We're gonna pipe him up.
Let me shout out, man.
Okay.
You just shout out, man. Let them
Hey,
find you. What
look.
you got going on, man?
Listen, follow my motherfucking dog. Artist you just heard, White Gold World on Instagram, White Gold on YouTube. Follow me at DavidJ_JPG on Instagram. And man, check out all the projects, man. We got out there. We got like 14 of them. There's a lot of music. Go check it out, man. Stay tuned. Get on my IG. Holler at me if you need motherfucking work. You need some info. You need some goddamn advice. You can hit me in the DM, man. I answer everybody.
Let's
Right?
go, man.
Let's get it, man.
It's your boy Mossberg the Cash, man.
And it's your boy Black Migo, the real one.
On
Straight
me.
out the 6.
Hey, if you don't got the recipe, don't step to me, man.
And when you got the motherfucking recipe,
Uh-huh.
it's always something to cook.
Let him
Let them
cook.
cook.